Namaste, dzień dobry, assalamu alaikum, ciao, konnichiwa, bonjour, hola, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Ken at 10, the first one for 2023. A happy new year to you all. How are you? I hope you had a fantastic Christmas and I hope your new year so far is going well. I know there's a lot of illness about, lots of flu and lots of COVID still and all sorts of other things. So get yourself double jabbed. That's my advice. Hope you're doing well. A couple of things in the news today. One is the sale of super prime country houses has hit a 15-year high. It's interesting, isn't it, that the super prime end of the market isn't really affected in a positive way. And I think it's largely due to currency fluctuations between the dollar and the pound. If the pound is weak against the dollar, then that means that they can buy more for their money. And so the super rich are largely unaffected or positively affected by the situation. First-time buyers, there are challenges and opportunities out there. There's an article in The Independent and The Standard suggesting that. And London areas that saw the biggest house price rises, Dagenham, believe it or not, Barking and Dagenham received some of the highest price rises. And it's interesting, isn't it, that it's not one of the, outside of prime, some of the central London areas you might think Fulham, Chelsea, but no, Barking and Dagenham. And it just goes to show that it comes down to practicality quite often. What areas could you buy in that are commutable to London and within a reasonable zone where it's going to be affordable and that house price is relatively affordable? Enter Norbury and Streatham, SW16. If you haven't considered it already, then you should. Why? Because we're a zone 3 commuter area and house prices are, if they can ever be in London, relatively reasonable. And I challenge you to find a better area with prices at this price point within zone 3. So apart from that, so far this year, how's it looking? Lots of people are asking me, how is the market? Ask me next week. We've just got back, so it's early to say. What I can say is we're getting lots of people registering to buy. The rental market is off the scale. I mean, literally, I said last year we're heading towards a bit of a rental crisis, and I still believe that to be the case. And I don't gloat in that at all. I think it's sad that the government can't get hold of this better, but nonetheless, we are where we are. And with interest rates still rising, the pressure on landlords to increase rents is looming large, and lots of landlords are considering either increasing the rent massively or alternatively selling up. Well, of course, if they sell up, then that just increases the demand with lowering the supply at the same time, which pushes prices even further. That on top of interest rate rises mean that we are in for a difficult year. If you're a tenant, there's no doubt that it's going to be a tricky year ahead, lots of pressures. On the positive side, as far as the market's concerned, we did see a little dip last year, and I think prices will remain as they were back end of last year. My gut feeling is that we're not looking at a huge dip in prices this year, as much as some people might say that to you. Yes, we are looking at potentially another interest rate increase this month. I think after that, it'd be interesting to see, but I think you're already starting to see the swap rates, that's the long-term rates, are dropping, and therefore rates on fixed rate mortgages have actually dropped just in the last few weeks, which is a very positive thing as far as the market is concerned, of course. And this suggests that they are thinking about rates improving or reducing in the medium term. So be interesting to watch that one. Watch this space. We'll keep you advised as we hear more about that news. As far as the general market's concerned, there will always be those people that need to move. There'll always be the 3 Ds, death, debt and divorce, of course, sadly, and they will always be the supply coming forward. But other than that, what tends to happen in a recession more than anything else is people sit on their hands and say, actually, I'm not sure, I won't move. So I suspect there'll be a shortage in the middle of the market of 3-bedroom houses and the general family houses that are at the affordable point in our area between 500,000 and 600,000. Flats, I expect we'll see quite a lot more coming to market. Why? Because many landlords with the new tax pressures and the new interest rates are finding it unaffordable to rent at the current rates, don't wish to increase the rents to their tenants significantly, which they'd have to do in order to maintain the same level of margin as they've been enjoying, meaning that they'll decide to come to market. So I expect we'll see quite a lot of flats come to market first half of this year. And certainly a lot of the inquiries have been from flat owners, landlords at the moment that have decided to sell up. But watch this space. We'll keep you informed locally as to how things are being impacted. But apart from that, welcome to 2023 and thanks for watching Ken at 10. A couple of things coming up, little teasers for you. We've got Maria, my wife, coming on the show, and she's going to tell us all about the cap on electricity and gas prices, what it means, and because a lot of people are misunderstanding it, and it's well worth having that conversation because I don't think I fully understood it or actually fully understand it, if I'm honest. But Maria has it all nailed, and she proved that to me and a group of friends recently on a spreadsheet where we all looked at it and went, she's got this right. So we need to be careful about that, and we need to bring her on the show and tell you what that's all about. So looking forward to that one for you. We're also going to bring to you some of the things that we found useful during 2022 and in the hope that they might help you in 2023. So do stay tuned, keep watching. We'll be back as always every day, 10 o'clock live, telling you what's going on in the local market. Until tomorrow, look after yourselves, and if you can, your family and friends. Ciao.